Alright, welcome back to Cosmic Reach. So we're still in pre-alpha 0.0.14, but I started up a new world here, and I kind of want to hold on to a development or a testing world for a while. Maybe I can save the game files. And I assume in the future, old worlds might not work anymore because so many new things are going to be added. But just for the time being, I want a world where I can build all kinds of things and just kind of experiment and keep the same world around without resetting over and over and over again. So I figured I'd take the time to build kind of an observatory structure out of the two tabs of blocks that we have here. And I'm thinking about making it just pretty basic, a tall tower that goes up into the sky. This will also allow me to test the build height limit, although I don't think I'm going to go super high just for the sake of it. I'm going to go high enough such that I can see everything and it's kind of cool, so not too high up in the sky. And I don't actually know what the build limit is yet, so we're going to find that out. And I want the center of it, if you click F3 for the debug information, to be right here, which is -160, 35, and -110. And I started out with this little ring, and I'm digging out a floor here. It's probably better just to no-clip around, since that's in the game. This is kind of a creative mode. It makes sense to no-clip around rather than jump around. But I'm going to need a door as well, and there are some mods out there that add door blocks, but I don't think I'll be using those. Instead, I'll just make something kind of makeshifty. Alright, so a couple things I found here. One thing is if I fly really high up in the sky, and this is what our world looks like, pretty neat. And if we hit F4 to stop the no-clip and we fall, you'll see that we clip into the ground. Oh, that didn't happen that time. Okay, if I fly high enough, I end up clipping into the ground, and that's probably just because of the collision mechanics. So if your velocity is beyond a certain point, you can actually clip right through one block if you're moving at the speed that allows you to pass one block's height per frame. I'll try to replicate that later again, but that's one thing I found. Another thing that I want to mention is that it looks like the build height here, if you're looking straight down, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get rid of this fifth one. Is going to be 4 blocks. So the farthest you can reach straight down at this point in time is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're kind of just building a vertical structure. And then one more thing that I'd like to show is if you're building stairs out of slabs and full blocks like this, you'll notice that you can successfully walk up them like stairs, but as you can see, if you look at this little blue wall of iron here as I step up, it's a teleportation, so it's kind of an instant transition on the y-axis. And maybe we can see, actually there's no 0.5, 0.6 on the F3, so if I go from here, I'm at 35 to here, I'm at 35. So maybe that should say 35.5. And then from here to here, I go to 36. And it's just an instant transition, so it feels pretty weird. And when I'm climbing up these stairs, once this thing is done, I'm sure I'm going to be feeling like I'm teleporting upward. Alright, here's another little issue I wanted to showcase. And I'm trying to showcase as many bugs and little things that I find as possible so that they can be fixed. So this is kind of a productive thing. If you have a slab, and I'm trying to put a block right there, a full block, watch what happens. Oh, okay, actually that did work. I don't know why that worked. But usually what happens is this. So I'm not able to reach beyond the slab. And you can see the slab is highlighted right now, but if I move up a little bit, then the full block is highlighted. And I'm assuming what it is the collision for placing blocks next to a slab. The slab still uses a full collision box as if it was a full block, but sometimes it doesn't, I guess, because I can reach past it here like this. But if I go here, then the slab lights up. So that's a little weird. I'm not sure why that's happening. So just a little building annoyance. Okay, another little update. So I replaced the floor with cobblestone, and I made this 3x3 doorway Not really sure how to spice it up yet since we don't have actual doors, but I'll think of something. And then kind of circles around the tower. And then I have this lighting setup underneath these stairs. And each of the lights are one block away from each other, so you can always reach the next light by looking either in a cardinal direction or diagonally. And they're always one below the cobblestone stair blocks. And then the stair blocks themselves just kind of increase based on a slab and then a full block and then a slab and a full block. So if we no-clip, they kind of make a stair pattern. So the slab plus to the full stone block kind of looks like one stair in and of itself. And then you just kind of wrap around all the way up to the top. If we had ladders, that'd be nice, but this is the next best thing to do. So if I start going up, you can see we have a little staircase. And like I was mentioning earlier, you can definitely notice the y-axis teleportation issue that I'm sure will be smoothened out in a bit. And if we go to Dark Night, this is how we're currently looking. Really, really cool. The lighting does add a lot. And I made this little grass ring around. I think I'm going to do some kind of nature-y outdoor thing here with water and then underwater lights as well. And if we walk in here, you can see that the whole thing's lit up. And I was wondering what it might look like if I had a different color of lights. I'm probably not going to do different color lights because I think it'll look a little bit too funky with all the different lighting colors stacking on top of each other. But yeah, so the white light actually kind of dominates anyway, so you're not really going to see much of the blue. As I experimented with in my lighting mechanics video that I released last time. So I might do colored lights more in the water out here in the nature-y section, but for the tower going upward, I think I want to stick with kind of more monotone colors like grays, whites, dark blue, that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. Okay, back again. So I built one of these columns all the way up as high as I possibly could, and it looks like the highest position you can build right now with blocks is to 255. So if you look at the position coordinates, 256 is the y-axis where my feet are, and my feet are currently one block above this iron block, which is 256. So the iron block itself is at 255. So that's how high you can go right now. I haven't tested the negatives yet, or if you can even go negative, but this is the view we're looking at from up here. And then later on I'm going to increase the render distance and I'll be able to build stuff all over the place on these little hills. But I think we're going to want a little bit of a lookout area here. So maybe I'm going to go down to 248, and then I don't know if I should go even lower than that. Maybe 240 sounds good for me. And then I'll have 16 blocks of space to build above this to have a little room. And then maybe like some kind of antenna or something on top of the tower. Here's a little glitch. So I just fell down from those heights up there, and I slammed into the top of the tower, and now I'm clipping right through one of the walls. And if I jump, then actually I'm still in the wall. Boink. Oh no, okay, so I was at the top. So yeah, I just clipped through that little light lamp block there. Alright, this is a skill, spamming the right click button to keep up with the flying speed. Okay, so we kind of have the foundation ready for the rest of the tower coming up. I'm not going to do the rest of the tower yet. I'm going to no-clip out of this, fall all the way down. Maybe I'll clip into the ground. Yep, there we go. So there's the glitch again. And you can kind of see what's down here. No caves or anything yet. Disappointment. And I expanded the grass area to... I'm going to reach out more and more and more and try to make rivers and bridges and things. Kind of some cool stuff like that. But this is what we have right now. This is the beginning of what I'll call the observatory, I suppose, or maybe the lookout or something like that. I'll decide later. It'll be in the video title. And I guess maybe I'll try to spice up the inside of this a little bit too, just so that it's not a straight staircase all the way to the top that you have to climb the entire way. And then I'll be able to build stuff on the side of the moon craters and things like that, and we can get a really nice world going. So that's all for this video. In the next one, I'll continue building onto the observatory. I'll give some updates, and eventually here we're going to install some mods and look up some more community-made things. So stay tuned for that. See ya.